Hi guys, welcome back to this African perspective. Thank you for stopping by. Some people are actually talking about how most times when you're working in the job place, like working in a place and you're giving them like 100, you're doing your best, you get what is called performance punishment, and that is a reality of a lot of people. While there are also a lot of job companies like that do not want to hire a lot of people. As you know, the job market sucks, so that really makes them actually put a lot of workload on some people. Some people are carrying a lot of workload that belongs to multiple people that they should be paying to do those jobs, but they just give it to one person and don't pay that person enough. So these are the videos we're going to be checking out, because I know this is a reality of a lot of people, and then for you guys to see currently dealing with a lot of the time. So before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot.
My conspiracy theory, the hill that I will die on, is if you are both good at your job and a pleasure to work with, like you have a good personality, you can generally get along with people, you will never be promoted. You will never be promoted out of a like hard-working, more junior position where a lot of the hard work exists. Let me explain. If you are in an executive suite, you do not have to be a pleasure to work with or good at your job, right? You don't have to be either of those. If you are at a VP or like director level, you can either be really good at your job or a pleasure to work with. You don't have to be both. And sometimes people are still neither, right? But if you're down here where all of the actual work is being done, it's not being directed, it's not being strategized, you're doing the literal work, they will never allow an employee that is both good at doing the work and good at keeping a smile on their face while doing the work move up that ladder, because they know they can keep serving you shit on a platter and you'll eat it with a smile. I don't know how to get out of that cycle, but I believe in it. It's a curse.
The job market is so bad right now that when you're trying to apply for a job, your ratio of even getting the job that you're applying for is 0 to none. Also, if you have a job, the job market is so bad that your job is overworking you and still paying you the same salary. They're switching up schedules on you, giving you more work, less pay, cutting budgets on you, pretty much jerking you around all around, because they know where the job market is. They know even if you're looking for somewhere else to go, that's also going to probably jerk you around, that they could take advantage of you. Right now, it's like employment abuse going on. Like, you literally are underpaid, tired, and stressed out if you have a job. And if you don't have a job, you're stressed out because you can't find a job and you've been applying to over 100 places pretty much a week, or you've been unemployed for more than 2 years trying to find a job. The job market right now is so bad that you're literally getting abused as a human being. It's super sad. If you have a job, the job market is so bad that your job is overworking.
Yes, this is true. And as someone who studied industrial and organizational psychology, this is related to a phenomenon that a lot of high performing employees typically face, which is performance punishment. And that is when you show yourself to be so competent and so efficient that you just receive more and more and more work, oftentimes without any additional pay or recognition. Truth be told, there's no real way to undo performance punishment, because once high-performing employees start to explain that they're nearing burnout, or once they try to start creating boundaries around how much work they can produce, all of a sudden senior leadership doesn't understand and has their panties in a bunch. It's almost like the best way to get away from performance punishment is to leave the organization or find a different position within the organization and set boundaries, a standard for your level of work. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that sometimes when someone leaves an organization, what they'll do is they'll take pieces of that person's role and spread it amongst the masses. You know, that's how you end up doing Tom, Dick, and Harry's job without additional pay, additional stipend, or recognition, because they tack it on as other duties as assigned, when senior leadership knows damn well that there's supposed to be a whole nother body, a whole nother human resource doing the job.
So I understand that most times, like a lot of us have this mindset of they say whatever is worth doing, do it well. And some people, regardless, like wherever they find themselves, they make sure that they put 100 in it. They make sure that they work hard. They make sure that they do their best. And that is like, I don't think that anybody should actually be treated bad for wanting to do that kind of thing, or should not be rewarded for doing, working hard, doing a very good job. I mean, that is what everybody would like if I have a business, I would want somebody who works for me to actually be wanting to do their job in a good way, because that is the way we are promoting that business. That is how profit is actually being made.
Hey, I don't know if y'all saw the video of the girl who was unfortunately fired from her job, and she said it was because she was too efficient or too good. And I gotta say, why are we giving 100% at these jobs? I thought we had an understanding. Are we not all on the same accord? Like, the very first piece of advice I got when I got to the office or corporate side of things was, well, actually it was, don't get your money and your honey in the same place, which is true, but that's not the point. The second piece was, make your 50% your 100%. And this was coming from a very well-respected, high-performing, highly regarded engineer who was retiring. And I'm not saying that I do this personally, but it has certainly stuck with me all these years. He said, you get a new project. They ask you how long it's going to take. You know you can get it done in 2 weeks. Tell them you're going to take 4. This way, when they come back and beg you to speed up the timeline, you can say stuff like, oh, I'm going to have to work late nights. I'm going to have to work on it at home, things like that. But then you get it done in 3 weeks. Whole time, you had it done a week ago. This way, you don't get burnt out and you look like someone that's dedicated and you look like a superstar. Now, obviously, don't be the lowest performing person in your department. That's stupid, right? Let's use our common sense. But don't burn yourself out either, is what I'm saying. Or what he was saying, not me.
My advice to those who are doing too much at work is to look for another job, because the best time to look for another job is when you have a job. Don't let burnout and chronic stress and fatigue catch up to you, because it's not good. And the reason why you are doing too much at work is because you have a problem with people pleasing. Your deep fear of rejection and abandonment is the reason why you keep prioritizing other people's needs over yours. Stop struggling with asserting yourself. The word no is a complete sentence. What's the point of overcommitting to unrealistic expectations when you know it's going to destroy your work-life balance? And while you are appearing accommodating and cooperative, you are definitely affecting your mental health, okay? And that needs to stop. Another TikToker said this best: if you are paid for your time, then you are paid hourly. If you are paid for your ideas, then you are paid salary. So I suggest you look down at your paycheck and see what you're paid to do. I hope this helped.
Neighbor was literally just telling me about this same situation that happened to him at work. Like, bro, he's an office manager for a marketing agency. And literally, he's only been there for like 6 months and he's been killing it, bro. Like, literally killing it. And the CEO wanted to promote him to a project manager. So yeah, bro, like that's hard. You know what I mean? But he told me the stipulations that came with the promotion. So he wanted him to promote to a project manager, and he wanted the CEO wanted the transition to be from between 1 to 2 months, right? Like quick onboarding, quick promotion, right? And so literally he told him that was the stipulation, and not only told him that he wouldn't be able to pay my neighbor until 6 months, which, right, he wants him to start doing the work for at least 4 months before he even sees the promotion. And not only that, the pay raise was only going to be like $1,000 a year extra in salary. And bro, like, I don't know, like, I got mixed feelings about it, because one side of me is like, oh yeah, dude, like, you can get that, you could put that on your resume. It looks good that you moved up in the company, that they trusted you and that you're dedicated. But the other side is like, dude, like project manager salaries, dog, like not to put his business out in the front street, but like the bottom pay scale, I'm sorry, for a project manager in his city is literally 10 grand less than what the project manager role salary that the CEO offered him. And I don't know, bro, like, it's just like, it just don't sound right, bro. And while I know I'm not in his position, and you know what I'm saying, he's got to do whatever is best for him in his career, but like, man, I tried to do my best not to like tell him how I felt about it, because I don't want to influence him to make a decision. But at the same time, man, like if it was me, I would feel like it's just not worth it, bro. Like he's told me this office manager job is easy as hell, and literally like only for you're taking on more responsibility, more stress. You're communicating like with clients, and like he's told me like how many times he's seen the project managers already in the company, like stressing and like just stressing, bro. I don't think $1,000 more in salary is is equivalent to the amount of responsibility and the amount of stress that he's now gonna have to take on for $1,000 extra a year in salary. I don't think that is worth it.
So majority of these companies have actually become very greedy, and you know the whole stakeholders, the ones at the top, all the CEOs, they really want a lot of profit, and they've gotten to the point where they really don't care about like they are really maximizing profit so bad that people underneath, all the average people, we're all suffering, we're not doing so good, and they don't care because they really want to get the most they can. I don't know, something about this period of time that they really want to get the most that they can. If you're even applying for jobs, you see that the job that you might be applying for has so many, if you check all the responsibilities or stuff that you need, the task you do, it's actually a lot of job roles, different positions all in one. They'll turn it to one and tell you, you do it. It's like you're covering three people's role in one job, and your pay is still the same. And can you imagine how much they have to pay if they have to pay three people?
Don't give 100% when starting a new job. Instead, ramp up your efforts as you onboard over time.
This person is 100% correct, and here's why. You teach people how to treat you. If you are pulling extra hours, saying yes to everything, going above and beyond 110% straight out the gate, that's actually going to become your baseline normal, and that's damn hard to sustain. So what you want to do is ramp up your effort over time, stick to about 80 to 95%, and then get that 100 to 110% out for important presentations, or if your team is in crisis mode. If you're firing on all cylinders all of the time, you're just going to end up burnt out. Protect your energy and you'll perform better at work long term.
There was someone who said he was working in a construction company, and he thought that, okay, maybe the mindset that he had was, oh, if I go in there and I work, let me just finish up all the tasks that I'm given. Maybe they wouldn't give me more again to do so I can rest. This person had the intention like, oh, I go to work, I just want to, hurry up, get out of there. But at the end of the day, what is done is when he's done, they're like, hey, like, what the hell are you doing there laying down? And he's like, I'm done doing everything. They're like, no, you need to get up and be doing something. So more is given to that person. So at the end of the day, it's like, so you just have to, it's almost like when you're at a workplace, they don't want you to see you relax. It's not about what you get done. They want to constantly see you move on operation. Like they need to see you keep doing something. You cannot just sit down and think, oh, because you just do so much, it means you can do more. That's what they believe. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please make sure you click the like button. It really helps with the algorithm. I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you love my content, you're watching me for the first time. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. I really appreciate that so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.